Takedown. Creators: Mike Kalana, Robert Stewart, Pat Stewart. 71474755670. Logline: a young college basketball coach and family man is content with the status quo, but other forces have different ideas in mind for him, and he soon faces charges of murder and immoral/lewd conduct. Synopsis: a veteran CIA agent has gone missing. It transpires that he is being kept in a remote cave in the Middle East where he is chained to a wall while awaiting a very unpleasant prospect. He's to star in a snuff movie that will feature him being skinned alive, among other tortures. This has been arranged by his nemesis, Badr, a wealthy man with many faces and a hand in a good number of illicit enterprises. His heart is not pure, which is to be seen. Through a stroke of ingenuity, the manacled agent, Dink Getty, escapes the cave and is making his way down a mined mountain trail when he hears a great tumult ahead, and, closer, he sees that an Arabic woman is about to be the victim in a public stoning. Very close now, a blood-hungry local is about to brain the woman, Zara, with a rock when Dink steps forward and shoots the man in the head. He manages to take the woman back up the trail, but several members of the mob are in pursuit. All are armed, while Dink is in possession of a pistol that now has but 3 bullets remaining in it. Eventually, utilizing a good number of unorthodox ploys, he eliminates the pursuers, but he has been badly cut up in the process, and the rescued woman, a recent rape victim, has also sustained numerous injuries. Utilizing a phone stolen in his escape from the cave, Dink makes a mayday call to his old partner, Carson Barrett, in the hope that he can arrange a helicopter evacuation from this remote location. The chopper arrives, but since there's no place to land it, a rope ladder is lowered for Dink and Zara, but Dink isn't strong enough to ascend the ladder, but a man he doesn't recognize is able to get him aboard. That man is Carson. However, a disoriented Dink is unable to recognize Carson, primarily because his appearance has been altered. His longtime partner now looks many years younger than previously. It will transpire that a secretive and mysterious substance that has come from Armenian caverns is responsible for this transformation. This product, Aurak, is but one example of a great hoard of treasure that has been stored here ages ago. Later, Carson will show Dink a number of shocking sights within these vaults, which are soon to host several astounding events. But in order for these to happen, an archaic riddle must first be solved. Through the open door, the whore and her spore the only way back. Through a portal black down through a crack, and to an ancient stack. To suffer no lack, and avoid an attack, destroy the hidden tomb shrouded in gloom. Finding a solution doesn't come easily, but eventually the riddle is solved, largely through the intuition of a young girl, an Armenian savant. Also an unlikely contributor is Carson's mother, Violet, once a noted scholar, but who until recently languished in the depths of Alzheimer's disease and was at death's door in Colorado. But then she underwent a pair of airplane trips, and before long began to be dosed with Aurak, resulting in an amazing recovery of intellect. Barrett himself had also been forced to go dark, due to a pair of bent American agents stationed in Dubai and involved in a massive counterfeit money operation, an operation intended to bring the world into an electronic monetary system. Carson has found sanctuary in Armenia quite near historic Mount Ararat, and has integrated himself into a group, the Armenian Christian Society, that has been tasked by government to administer the complex of deep and mysterious caverns in this area, which are associated with the time of the landing of Noah's Ark in this locale. Dink will eventually learn that the race of hybrid beings that had once dwelt here, and were responsible for mining and storing the treasures within the caverns, were the biblical giants, the Nephilim, a rebellious and bloodthirsty order of fallen angels who had resided here many years until the flood of Genesis. In fact, these cannibalistic pagans were the target of the flood. As punishment, the Creator drowned them all, along with corrupted mankind with the exception of just 8 people. However, the genetic code of one of these 8 carried Nephilim DNA, which resulted in the reappearance of this race throughout the Middle East, and was a great menace to the land and people of Israel. Early in this saga, ex-Marine Grady Barrett, a young college basketball coach and family man, is content with the status quo, but other forces have different ideas in mind for him, and he soon faces charges of murder and immoral/lewd conduct. An alternative to a prison sentence is an offer instead of a life in the Arabian Gulf, where he will be coaching a touring U.S. military hoop team while living in Dubai and, as needed, take part in covert activities. He will be immediately immersed in an attempt to rescue his lovely wife, Madison, kidnapped in a case with a bizarre twist of a 1 in a million chances of double jeopardy. Grady has no idea that he and his family are essentially bait. Because nefarious parties want to eliminate Carson, who has mistakenly been sent a report that he was never meant to see. Grady, his dad, and old friend Dink will all be utilized in confronting espionage, murders, counterfeiting schemes, and hostage rescue. Confronted with several layers of problems, Grady and allies are tasked with taking them each down. These allies include American Special Forces, Israeli skunk spray, a precocious 7-year-old daughter, and an Afghanistan militarily trained dog with no ears. This would be the fearless and loyal Uncle Sam.